Hey, what's happening? Oh, you garage gurus. Here's Quayzar here. Welcome back to another episode of my garage. Yeah, I'm starting to rip out this ugly green interior from my wagon. I had to put it up on the stand because it was rolling away. So I've got it locked in. It does not have the emergency brake handle on it. So that's what's causing it to roll over all over the place. I haven't put one in it. And I thought, well, I don't want to put what I have in the catalog in it because the one that's in the catalog is brown. Hence the one I have in my convertible right now. Because I had to put one in the convertible to keep it from rolling around. So I don't want to keep buying that kind of crap because I don't like the brown. I don't want brown. I'm not going to have the brown. I'm going to have white. Now, with that in mind, I have a slight problem. There's no way I'm going to be able to get all the material I need back to the shop. So what that's going to mean for me, I believe, I'm going to have to go over here and buy one of these trailers. Yeah, and then what am I driving out there? I'm not sure if I take the big B200 out there or I take the El Camino out there. Either way, I'm going to have a big ton of crap being towed behind me. This car's been with me since day one as well, so I don't really want to mess with it. I need to pull the engine out and make that red again. So that's something I'm going to have to decide. I'm like ripping this interior out going, God, this thing's a mess. This green is just horrible. So I've taken the interior out, trying to decide how much damage is done with this thing. And I think, oh, I can't get, here we go. Can I get, yeah, slide up underneath there we go. So, so my plan now is to get one of those trailers. All this stuff's going to go in the garbage because every piece of it is worthless. Every piece of it's worthless. I don't have any door panels on there, and it's still a little dirty on the inside. Even though it does tell me that it does have a nice clean state. It's wrong. Okay. But I'll get it cleaned up later. On the convertible, as you can tell, I've got wheels and tires on it. Update. I had a slight problem with it. I decided to go with the full springs on the back because just even with the low profile tires and the low profile springs, it wasn't cutting the mustard. I was still cutting in the fender. But now, with this all the way down, I feel like the rear tires need to be a little bit bigger, and I sold the damn tires. I'm always getting rid of crap. I don't know why, but I did that, and then I was looking around. I got the rust all cleaned up over there on that side, and then I realized, oh, I got some rust over here on this side. So I started looking at it a little bit closely. That's a hole. That's a hole. So I'm like, okay, I need to fix that. So let's fix that real quick while I'm thinking about it, because I believe, let me take this, open the door here. I believe it's in this piece. I'm not quite sure. Nope, it's in the body. Damn. Okay, I thought I could take that piece off and fix it. I cannot. So let's, well, crap on me. Let's go ahead and weld this in. Okay. And now how to get in here. I don't know if I can I get in there? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, good. So let's weld in this hole. It's a convertible, right? So I need to have every piece I possibly can repaired on this thing. Okay, I think I've got it, but I don't know for sure. So let me put this up in the air. I also had an issue with this sliding off the damn lift. Couldn't believe it. It slid off the lift. So I had to redo everything again. Ridiculous. I don't think I could see anything from underneath here, can I? Yeah, I could. There might be a little bit of a hole there. Let me see if that's a hole. That's a hole there. Can't tell if that's a hole right there or not. Let's check on the other side. Is there a hole there? Doesn't look like it, but dang, look at that. There's rust. Okay, fix that rust. Okay, looks like there's a tiny hole there, but it doesn't look like I can fix it. Oh, there we go. We got it. Whew, okay. So much for that. You know, I'm always trying to make sure the body is like 100%, and all I have to go by is this. And it told me I was good to go. So it looks like I've got rust and clean state 100%. So we're good to go. So I'm thinking with these rear tires, I think I'm going to go back over here and buy the medium, the normal 15-inch wheels, 15-inch tires. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to buy one of these trailers. Which one, though? I am thinking this one right here with the box. That goes with that one. This one goes with that one. So I'm probably going to have to take the big 200 out to the interior shop. I hate doing that. And then picking up some...
Heard that Steve got himself a car parts black market. I bet that's where my bumper went.
Yeah, I have to go talk to Steve about that. What am I even here for? Tires. 15 inch. So these are the... Let's get a couple of these. I want to try those out. For... what are those? 15s? I think they're 15s too. Let me grab... two more of these because what I want to do... Hang on. Let me grab two more of those and two of these. Okay. I shouldn't be spending all my money. You notice I've got less money. That's because I can't keep myself out of the damn junkyard. I've found a few things. Like I found a red Jason. Had to buy. So I bought the red Jason. What else did I buy? I think it was another Bart. What did I do with it? I think I put it in my... hell, I don't even remember what I did with it. So I've put... Let's see. My lad garage has the tire rack. So I'm going to use that tire rack. Don't really want to because it's going to eat up my frame rate, I believe. But I'm going to use the tire rack in here. Because I need it. And I did have two of those tires in there. So I want to dump off the tires. The low profile, no. I want a 15, yep. 15, yep. Okay, got two 15s. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna swap tires here. Even though I got air in them and everything else, I want to see how this is gonna play out. With the now that I have the normal springs back there, these should hoping they fit in the wheel well. Okay, they're going to be a little bit bigger, but I mean, I'm planning on putting a V8 in this thing. Oh, come on, you're not gonna play? Oh, she's not gonna play. Oh, that damn thing's in the way. Ah, that's why. I can't. Son of a gun. That's the reason. Let's put this thing down. Told you, this thing has been a pain in my butt for a while. This thing slid back. So let's make sure this side and this side's good. Yeah, see how it's trying to be all wonky on me. Okay, so if I put this thing down, still doesn't go up into the wheel well. Has a little bit of a stance to it. So do I keep it somewhat level, or do I put the bigger tire on the back? I don't know. Then, to make things challenging, I've got these bad boys here. These are adjustable springs. So these are maybe what I'm going to put on there and lower that rear end down. So this is, go ahead and put the bigger tires on the back. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the bigger tires on the back, put the adjustable springs on it, and see what I can do here. So that might be the way to go. Okay. That's in. Grab that. Squeeze up underneath here and grab the springs. Springs over here for safekeeping. And let's grab these bad boys. Okay, they did tuck it up in there a little bit farther. Okay. Now, how do I adjust those? I don't remember how I adjust them. Do I adjust them with this? I don't think so. I have forgotten how to adjust these things. Maybe it's with the wrench. Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit lower, which might be good. We're going to go one. There we go. One up on each. Okay. Put some air in these bozo tires. So I'm not sure if I'm settled on this either, but we're going to give it a shot. And then we'll move on to Pink Panther. Should be enough air. I need to get the air compressor mod. This is so tedious trying to put air in these things. if anything on this. What was I going to say? Hell, I forgot what I was going to say. If anything, I'll have bigger tires on. I can adjust them and keep it. Okay. Oh. Think that's perfect. Oh my. That's in the money. Yeah, that's in the money right there. We've got it. We've got it. All right. So looking at the way this is set, and I need to push this back a little bit. Undo the brake first. Easy. Should be enough. Set the brake. There we go. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Now, I might still be sitting on... Well, we're not sitting on it back here. Might be sitting on it up here. So I think that looks good. It's got a little bit of a stance to it. I think that looks really sharp. Can't wait to get the rest of this done. But like I was saying, white interior. White interior on this, white interior on that. Thinking white interior on this as well. With that being said, I'm going to have to go and get some stuff. So that's going to be a bummer. What tires do I have up here? I think these are the regular 15s. Okay. All right. This is something else I need to sit down. I think I put the regular I think I put the regular leaf springs on this, which is going to force the rear end up a little bit higher. So what I need to do is this is what I need to do. I need to set this down so I know what I got going on. So that means I need to get this front end fixed. Need to get it done. So let's go with Bart. Let's go with suspension. We're going to stick with the V8, of course. Carrier, cross member. Hell, do I have the cross member in there or not? Yeah, cross members in there. Okay, cross members in. We need a carrier. Both the front hubs. Lower control arm left, lower control arm right. 2 front shock absorbers. Steering box, steering arm, steering link. 2 strut rods. 2 tie rods. Torsion bars, I'm going with the lowered. Upper control arm, 2 of those. Torsion bar, 2 of the lower ones. I believe that's all we need. These are paintable. I'm not necessarily wanting anything paintable. That's fine. I like them all just kind of like the way they are. Okay, time to collect up all my gear here. Take it out here and dump it. I should have had this all set up before you guys ever showed up, but I'm always so disorganized. It doesn't really pan out for me to try to be organized. Okay, these red torsion bars are going to be pink. So let's leave those to one side. Okay, what's your color? This is the AC3, right? Okay, so let's grab you and you. While I'm thinking about it, might as well grab the brakes. Front left, front right, disc front, master cylinder, brake line, Pads for the front. And that's what we need for right now. But grab those. I'm going to go paint them real quick. Yeah, I haven't added too much else to the garage outside of, let's see, I bought the Jason, bought a red Jason. I just about bought another Coronet, to be honest with you. Probably should have. It was a dark purple. I thought, man, this would, you know, I thought, hey, this will look really good. But I did not. Okay, so this is going to have to be A, C, 3B, 65. Okay, so buy, close. I'm actually, you know, this is probably one, darn it, use last color. There we go. This is probably the one mod I was afraid of getting. Why? Because it just, I felt like it was going to really mess with my frame rate. But really, it hasn't messed with my frame rate whatsoever. Use last color, apply, close. All right. Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Heard about Ray? He owns the junkyard on the other side of this island.
Jay? I don't know him, I don't think. All right, anyway. So my orange one's going to be like the dreamsicle, like a creamsicle. Have you ever had a creamsicle ice cream? That's my envision, was a white interior, orange outside, because look at how brilliant the orange is. It is a very bright orange. I like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, so we've got Panther pink there. Let's go ahead and grab all these. Master cylinder. I don't need light on. Let's go ahead and throw the master cylinder in there. Oh, I do have a master cylinder already. Oh my gosh. What the heck am I thinking? Okay, let's put the master cylinder over here. Main brake line. You know, you would think that I would look to see if any of this stuff is on there first. Nope. Big doofus. All right. I didn't look to see which ones was which, so. Okay. Grab my wrench. This must be for the other side. Tighten you up. This shouldn't take too long because I've already got the tires and everything mounted up. So it shouldn't be a big deal. You there and you in there. You need the left hub. Shock absorber. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. Okay, so the torsion bar should go in, right? Yeah. Do I tighten you up here or do I tighten you up back? I think back here. Torsion bar set. Hub. Then you have these bad boys. We're going to go in right here. only after I have the transmission support in. Good God. Okay. Transmission support's got to go in. I'll grab that in a second. You know, I saw that in the list for suspension parts. I thought, you know what? I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually. Okay. Where's my wrench? Okay. Carrier. Shock absorber. Dang it. Keep hitting the shift button and my Windows button is right there. What else do I need here? The hub. Yeah, that did get tightened, right? Yeah, that's tightened. Brakes. Okay, what am I missing here? The rest of it is steering. So gearbox, steering box goes over here. Can I reach it from up here? I don't think I can get the whole thing from underneath here. So let me see if I can squeeze in underneath here. Only one bolt? Thought there was two. There is. There it is. I knew there was two. All right. You get attached over here. Let's see if I can get you in. I think you are just one bolt. Nope, two. All right, then we have the center crossover here. Crawl up underneath there, get that. Just stay low, stay low. Don't hit your head on anything. Okay. Come on, there we go. Okay, now this torsion bar. Here at the front. You know, I probably could have painted those pink too. Would have kind of looked cool. I may do that still. I need that transmission support. Can't do anything without the transmission support. Let me get a couple lines too. Suspension. Is it in the suspension? I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. Transmission support. So let's buy that. That's the only piece that needs to go in there, right? Yeah. I believe so. I need the other support in there. I need the other bracket. Body. Could be torsion support or transmission support. It's either, I think it's torsion support. It's already the transmission support. Yep, that's the one that has the holes in it. So let's get this bad boy jammed up in there. There we go. Nothing but a little bit of welding to do. Okay. Sides. There we go. Trying to look to see if I've got the... Okay. Come on, you were supposed to go right in there. There we go. Just needs a little coaxing. All right. We'll put that transmission support in there while we're thinking about it. Okay, got that done. Bolt those in. I think the transmission support here gets bolted in. Yeah. 2 in the front. And I want, yep, 2 in the back. All right, so much for that. Now I can slap this bad boy in there. Maybe. There we go. Oh, it went to the other side. I was too far in on that side. There we go. Torsion support and control right there. All right. That looks good. We throw away our box. Now let's grab a front wheel. These are a little bit wider than the normal wheels. So it might be a little, it might look a little funny. I wonder if these things have caps. Banana, do these things have caps? Okay, I believe I've got everything set up the way I want. Let's put some air in these tires first. Yeah, it does look a little funny. These tires are like super big as compared to the fronts. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to sit. It's all about stance, people. All about stance. Now I'm going to take these. Jack stands out. Don't be surprised when you come back next week that I have these things back underneath the car. Don't be surprised. All right, let's get this out of the way. Okay, one jack stand there. One jack stand there. How's it sit? No, it's not sitting too bad. I think the tire's a little big for it. I think if I lowered it, I think it'd look a little better. But we'll see here in a second. Okay. She's lowered in the front. She's got the regular springs in the back. by God, I think she looks pretty good. That looks like a flipping hot rod right there. I think it looks good. I think she looks pretty good. I think what I want to do now is rip that rear end out and paint it. Panther pink. That's what I think I want to do. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the stance I'm looking for. It was a good stance. This is like an old, old school, rear end high, center of gravity way off, right? So center of gravity being way off means you could burn the tires off, melt these tires down like you would not believe, with limited power on your engine. Believe me, trust me, I know. All right, looks like we're in good shape here. As far as the hood, I even though it's got a plain hood, we may go with something with a scoop or something. But I think I am actually pretty happy with the way, with that stance. I think I like it. What do you guys think? I think it's going to be great. All right, so that's it for me for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know we kind of bounced around with everything. I still got stuff stinks. Still got some stuff to do with the Panther, and we'll get her done. All right, guys. Again, thanks for hanging. I'll talk to you all soon. This is Hurst Quayzar saying good night, and I'm out.